What's that? Margin? It's like a space between something. Like a margin between a sidewalk and a road could be a foot, a yard, a meter, something like that. All right, all right. Oh, nice. Very cool. I like it. Hello, hello, hello. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. As always, I am going to have a better camera and lighting and situation at some point. Last night I played the piano at a restaurant and the recording did not come out great, which is unfortunate. I'm doing great. I had a great day. I was out in the sun, played pool with my kid. We got pizza. We went swimming, went down to the beach. It was awesome. It was a great day. And then my daughter wasn't feeling well, so she was sort of at home chilling out. And it's the kind of day where I realized I could blend my personal and professional life if I was ever successful. If I was ever on the road, would I bring my kids? And for sure I would want to some of the time. But I would have a difficult time figuring out how to balance everything out, most likely. I would just have to trust my gut that I could do it all and keep a peaceful mind throughout the whole process. So, yes, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. I'm very happy to hear that you're doing well. And I'm just going to play some songs tonight. Right back at you. I play music for a very specific reason, I think. I think it's to connect. And live streaming has felt like reaching out. And if reaching out feels like even attempting to make a connection, I know I'm headed in the right direction. But I still have no idea what I'm doing. At least 3 or 4 times during every performance, I think to myself, what am I doing? There's this weird embarrassment I get sometimes that I could think that I would even come close to making something memorable. And if I repeat the same thoughts over and over again, it starts to have an effect. And those repeating thoughts usually come in the form of music. Because a lot of the times I'm writing my own lyrics for me, selfishly, almost like a conversation with myself. Because a lot of the times I only have scenarios in my mind. And a lot of my songs are when I am revisiting memories and I'm writing a soundtrack to the memory and writing the words to a memory. And the goal is to create a new memory over and over again that can have reverberations if listened to multiple times. So I have a deep philosophy about music. And music represents connection, and that's why I'm reaching out to each and every one of you this evening. Thank you for tuning in to my performance, my live stream. If you can call it that, it's just me playing my songs and hoping that people like them, and I hope they know I am grateful for every minute spent with me. Why don't you get on with the music, Peter, and stop wasting people's time blabbering away? I think it's time to get on today. And I can't wait anymore. I see you clearly now, like never before. The rain keeps falling down. I hear you clearly now, it's a beautiful sound. And all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. And I can't take anymore. I see you clearly now, like never before. The rain keeps falling down. I hear you clearly now, it's a beautiful sound. And all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my connection. There's a reason I play music the way I do, and I want it to feel like a conversation with you. I truly appreciate that, Gamer Lou. Apologies if I butchered your name. Sometimes I know my eyesight isn't the greatest. But as long as I can hear, I will make music for people out there in the world. All across the human race, it lies in shape in outer space. I know I will never be the same. Oh, and all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. And I can't take anymore. I see you clearly now, like never before. The rain keeps falling down. I see you clearly now, it's a beautiful sound. And all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. And I can't make this last forever. In circles you dive through the fireflies. And I can't make this last forever. In circles you dive through the fireflies. All right, I'll take a moment to say a few things. I love live streaming. It's my effort to connect with the world. I have months of live streams on my channel, and I want them all to stand on their own, but I also understand that they might be super boring to certain people, and maybe to most people. And maybe I'm misjudging myself entirely, and I don't have what it takes to be someone on a big stage. But I also know that you can't find out what signals will come back if you never send out the signals you've always wanted to send. So, music is my signal sending. Music is my attempt to connect. Music is my escape, and music is my destination. It is everything all at the same time. And it's kind of overwhelming. Anyway, I'm going to tune this guitar now. I said, hey, what's your name? What's your game? Never mind, I don't care. I said, hey, what's your deal? How do you feel? Never mind, I don't care. All I am is caught in the middle. Loving you is like snow coming down, way downtown. Lay your body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. Lay your body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. The vibe. Thank you. Well, I do have plans with this particular vibe, I have to say. The algorithm on the phone that I am, thank you. The algorithm that sends me things tells me that people are sort of dying for something that's not interfered with, interrupted, corporatized, manipulated. People are seeking something that they haven't seen before, but they've been looking for and they didn't know they wanted it. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate your help. If you could spread the word, subscribe, do all that jazz. I feel so inept with my information about live streaming and how to do it better. I know I have a long way to go. I do not think of this as a particularly I don't know, high definition live stream. But that's what I'm going for. I've got plans, I've got visions, and I'm just sitting here in my kitchen and my kids are hanging out. And it's wonderful. For a long time, I felt like I didn't want to play around them for some reason. It's bizarre. It's probably some self-image thing that I'm entangled with, you know? But I love that there's activity going on around me because then I'm reminded that I've sort of punched in for a job that I create on my own in the moment with people watching. Ideally, I sing songs that people can't get out of their heads. But I'm reminded every time the viewer count hits 0 that the song wasn't good enough to capture their attention. And it feels so strange to go from 57 viewers down to 27 viewers, down to 3 viewers, and it's back to 0. And when I'm playing to 0 people who were watching just a minute ago, I feel I let myself down by not performing better to capture their attention. I'm not strong enough sometimes to forget I wasn't good enough to have someone listen for more than 30 seconds. It means that I didn't play anything worthy of getting their attention. And I'm so sorry, I forget. What's up, buddy? You good? It's alright, I gotta screw in that. There you go. I gotta screw in the screws in the morning. And here I am, and back to zero. And I can safely say it feels to return to zero. I wonder how someone else would handle the situation. Am I totally screwing this up by not accepting it's just not in the cards? Every time it hits zero, I'm reminded I was not a hero. And it totally sucks to see the number hit zero. Viewers over and over. Zero viewers over and over. If I just keep my eyes shut, I will never know if anyone is watching. But maybe people would stay longer if my eyes were open. I know I'm not the best in the world. I just want to be really good at what I do. When I see the number of viewers return to zero, one person tunes in and they quickly tune out. If I open my eyes, I will see if anyone is leaving comments. And I can't help but feel I'm not worthy of attention. And I'm being super dramatic again. It's a superpower. It's a distraction. And I can't wait till it's all over. I'm sorry to say the answer is always never. I might as well admit, yes, it hurts to have people who have tuned in before. They stick around for an even shorter length of time. I am happy to narrate the process by which I make it through all this self-doubt, maybe it will help someone someday. I know I'm waiting. All I know I'll be denied. Sometimes I like to do medleys of songs people have never heard before. I consider it a surprise attack on myself included, because I never have a set list. I never know what I'm gonna play. And I forget everything I did immediately after. And it's a curse and it's a blessing. But sometimes it can feel like the curse is winning. And I will just keep playing through zero after zero after zero viewer count. Anyway, tonight's theme is connection. Tonight's theme is the reason why I play music. Tonight's theme is me looking at the world and saying, this is what I have to offer. And I know this particular live stream isn't extremely high professional levels, but I want it to serve as a resume, or at least if I was an engineer of a live show, I could give you an accurate portrayal of what my larger vision is. So if I were ever shown to a group of executives, let's say, I would present a 2 or 3 minute breakdown of what I want to accomplish with my music. Since I am the sole singer-songwriter and I play all the instruments, I have a lot of power. And that power is pretty scary at times in terms of what my artistic choices can be. And I want to have a stage that does amazing things for audiences that have no idea what's about to happen. Because I want to have shows where there's cameras totally allowed, have your phones, go nuts. But there's also shows where it's no phones whatsoever, very strict. And I want to fluctuate between the two concepts and give people wonderful shows. But if they don't have a video of it, if they can't record it, and they can't relive it, good evening, Roger. If people come to a concert, you blow their minds. That's what you want to be doing. And if they don't have a recording of it, that means they have to take the signal that you imbued into their brain somehow, hopefully, and take it out into the world and spread the word of the concert they witnessed. They have to describe it. They can't show a video or have a recording of it. And it's not all the time. I want to fluctuate between the two. I want to have amazing, wide open offerings to the world. As many videos as you want. Go nuts. Have all at it. And I am fully okay with whatever happens to any of the videos. just know that as the popularity increases, my goal is to have a larger budget to work with. Therefore, the stage that people come and see will be different every time, but the same concept, the black box concept, will exist. When people walk in, the stage is one giant black box with a piano and a guitar setup out front. And I have buttons on the ground, 1, 2, 3, up to 10. And when I hit one, the curtain behind me will raise, and there's another black cue, but a lot of the times there's musicians that are revealed. And if I hit pedal 2, the second curtain will lift, and it reveals, So it goes up to, let's say, 4 levels of curtains. And I can hit the buttons to close them again, too. And I have a button that lifts them all at the same time. So the concert would be me having infinite amounts of fun with different setups at different times for different audiences. Every show would have a similar, maybe set list, but at the same time, amazing improvisation is entirely encouraged. And a lot of the times, my songs are built around parts that I want to play repeatedly, while in the spotlight, one of my favorite musicians of all time does a solo and we just jam for a little while, 5-10 minutes. And the coolest part is that as the curtains lift, it could reveal one more instrument, or it could reveal an orchestra, or it could reveal dancers, or it could reveal a screen. The concept is that throughout the show, there would be some monotony, probably for me, being like, oh, I'm hitting all 4 curtains again. It wouldn't feel spontaneous for me after a little while. It'd be like predictable. But at the same time, I want those curtains to be able to all lift at once, and it reveals one very small thing on the stage. You know what I mean? So I want it to be like a magic show mixed with a musical performance, mixed with some really incredible jams where it's just a live rock show lighting. So the stage can be multiple things at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. And getting to hear in my head over and over again what my favorite musicians in the world would play over my parts makes me a crazy person. It makes me incredibly distracted. It makes me difficult to be around, in my opinion, because I'm so obsessed with music all the time that I have a difficult time just like functioning as a human being. And I think that's fairly common. It also means that, like, man, if the floodgates are open, how do you get them closed or even slow it down? And I guess the idea is I have to get used to the agony of watching the number go up and then down and then up and then down. But at the same time, I am putting on the record what I want this live performance to be. And just imagining an amazing sound system and just having like a full, very warm orchestra behind me. You scream out loud that you've never been so long. It's been a long time, but it feels like a second ago. Does it disappear or fade away over time? I know your day will come further down the line. The world remains the same, but you're changing every day. The world remains the same, but you're on your own. And I know you're scared to run out of time. I know your day will come further down the line. Does it disappear or fade away over time, time? I know your day will come further down the line. The world remains the same, but you're changing. You change every day. The world remains the same, but you're on your own. I know you're scared to run out of time. I know your day will come further down the line. Does it disappear or fade away over time? I know your day will come further down the line. The world remains the same, but you're changing every day. All the world remains the same, but you're on your own. You're on your own. Hello out there, I hope you're doing well. I know I get lost in my playing and I forget exactly what I'm doing much of the time. Which is why when I stand up, a lot of the times I'm sort of sore from being in the same position. But I don't even notice. It's like a willingness to accept discomfort. Oh, I do. Mighty You're not talking about Emilio Estevez. That would be, I think you're talking about the other coach. Well, I will take it. I don't know how to do a Swedish accent. No, I won't even try. No, the Iceland coach. Okay. I don't remember who that is. It's been a while since I've seen the Mighty Ducks too. But I'll look it up. I know I could ask the Google and it would probably give me the scenes he's in. So I could do a comparison if I look like the Swedish hockey coach in the Mighty Ducks 2 movie. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Hopefully he's not a terrible character or person or actor. Because that's probably what I am. Anyway, I hope you're having a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Fist bumps. I know, that was stupid. I'm just sitting in my kitchen playing some songs tonight. I'm trying not to play too loud. My kids are hanging out, doing their thing. I'm trying to be a good father. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm probably less than good. But don't tell anybody, okay? I'm probably a terrible judge of myself. Okay, I take that back. No, I definitely am a terrible judge of myself. But you know, the older I get, the more I realize that people do the exact same thing to themselves. I am not the only one to have these thoughts. Those who win figure out how to stop the bad thoughts. Or maybe those who win simply have a lot of good thoughts, and they look at depressed people and wonder, oh, suck it up, you big baby. I wonder if that's what they think. You know, it feels weird to self-analyze. I can't remember the last time I looked forward to looking myself in the eye. And I torture my words and sing bad poetry. It's not good enough for someone to keep watching me. I'm not good enough or remarkable enough. Yes, I'm reminded of that fact. I'm not good enough. I remind myself of that fact quite often. I like playing this song, so I'm just going to play it again. I got an itchy nose. It's called The Usurper. I like playing different versions of my own songs in the same performance. It's very one-track minded, you know. I never know what I'm gonna play, but I just know what to play when I need to play it. And that is a very strange experience to have part of my life on a daily basis. No wonder I feel like an alien, and everyone else is foreign to me in terms of how they view the world. I wonder, and I wonder. I see the number turn to 0. I am reminded I'm nobody's hero. If I play to nobody, am I playing to my children sitting down the hall? Then I wonder when I will fall into a new routine that does good things for my thoughts. I wonder if I'll ever feel strong enough to feel the wind in my face and my heart at a good pace. Don't you look at the number on the screen. I know I wanna cry, but I won't, because there's no reason to. At least 6 people clicked the like button, and I love that fact, but I also know they clicked it, then kept scrolling on by and on to the next thing. I know I find my hole, and I know it's not good for my brain. I will drive myself insane. I will drive myself insane. 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 Oh, I know I made a mistake. And no, I know I will make so many more. To watch that fucking number go to zero over and over again. Yes, I know it will do damage that I can't predict how I'll react. I know I try not to go insane. To see the zero go tip zero over and over again. Don't watch the number over and over again. Don't watch the number over and over again. I just play as if millions are watching. I'll tell you my secret, I just play as if they're all singing along. I'm sorry to say, all the answers always never. Sorry to say, I know what you did. Sorry to say, the answer is always never. In circles you dive through the fireflies. In circles like zeros, like the number you open your eyes to over and over again. I'm sorry to say, the answer is always never. I'm sorry to say, the answer is always never. It's just so bizarre to see it happen over and over again. It's like a performance where you're begging for attention and everyone keeps walking into the room and then back out again. Oh, I've done it many times live. When your whole audience slowly backs away and then I'm left wondering if I'm all alone. But the truth is, I just imagine no one listening, but pretend everyone is. And then I try to play what people might like, but I can't play covers because I have to snip them out of the live broadcast afterwards. And I don't really know any covers anyway. I play some covers on the piano. The piano, mainly. But at some point, I will have the guitar going into a loop pedal, and I can loop short parts or I can loop whole chord progressions. And I need to be practicing that now. But right now, I live in an apartment with neighbors downstairs, and I can't be that loud. I have the windows closed, um, and I'm not smashing away on the guitar, or trying not to. Can you play something happy? Geez, we are sad all day. Would it kill you to play a happy song? We get bad news all day, delivered directly into our brains through the light boxes we carry. It's okay because we get so much other great stuff from them. Everything we say, everything we do, closely monitored and logged away. But it's okay, it's the price of immortality. I am grateful for the algorithm and the technology to do this thing. If I travel back in time and play to people in the 1930s. Imagine playing in a wooden church or something like a civic center. Maybe it would have comfortable seats and people didn't mind sitting and listening to me wander through my songs. And I have to make my songs good. I don't play covers, in fact I'm not allowed to. 15 minutes of my live stream from the other day, the algorithm asked me to snip it out and it did it for me. It made it so easy to delete. Maybe it was worried I would water down a song, or maybe I'd make money off a song and would keep it for myself instead of giving it to the writers of the song. Maybe I'm happy that I'm forced to play my own music, and every song is mine. I wrote it at some point in the recent past. I know I will see you again. yeah. Oh, it's such a painful experience in many ways, but I have to think of it as playing, as if someone will watch this later, maybe posthumously. When I have moved on, I hope that's not for a very long time, for at least a couple of decades. I wanna stick around, I wanna stick around as long as I can, and I wanna leave something pretty cool behind. Maybe a song, maybe many songs people can sing when they need to cry, and they know precisely why. I know I'll wait here for you, wait here for the zero. I thought I could be, I thought I could be a hero, but I remind myself every time I open my eyes to try not to care about the number. But I know maybe people like it when you engage with them in the chat. Why is this guy constantly singing in his kitchen songs no one's ever heard? Maybe he's trying to paint a masterpiece in real time. The video is the evidence. Maybe I am asking too much. I am asking too much. I have this ridiculous vision, and I'm asking people to imagine with me. If I had a really cool stage set up, I would want to blow people's minds every night. I would want them to want to tell stories to their friends on the phone, or texting a bunch of people, or group texting their entire family. I find it sort of strange that people would stay in touch all the time, and the delay between responses. If you don't respond immediately, it does weird things to a family. I know, 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 I know. You scream out loud that you've never been so long. It's been a long time, but it feels like a second ago. Does it disappear or fade away? over time. I know your day will come further down the line. The world remains the same, but you change and change it every day. The world remains the same, but you're on your own. I know you're scared to run out of time. I know your day will come further down the line. Does it disappear or fade away over time, time? I know your day will come further down the line. Yes, it will. All the world remains the same, but you're changing every day. The world remains the same, but you're on your own. All right. I'm going to call it quits for the evening. Have a great night. Thank you so very much. I love all of you. Any amount of your time, I truly appreciate it. Thank you.